10 top super seeds you should be eating every day. Eating seeds is the latest fad in the health food industry. If you've shopped at a supermarket in the last few years, you may have noticed an increase in the selection of seed types. These seeds can also be found in granola bars, smoothies, and individual bags. Seeds have everything they need to start growing into complex plants. This makes them a great source of nourishment. There is a lot of fiber in seeds. They're loaded with essential nutrients like vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, in addition to healthy monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats. Seeds, when included in a balanced diet, have been shown to lower glucose, cholesterol, and blood pressure. Today's video will educate you on the many varieties of nutritious seeds available. Let's get started. 1. Pumpkin seeds. You may have encountered these tough white seeds before if you've ever carved a pumpkin. They're oval-shaped, flat, and green. The abundance of dietary fiber, carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamin K, iron, zinc, and phosphorus that pumpkin seeds provide enhances their nutritional value. Consuming a lot of pumpkin seeds has been shown to lower the risk of several different types of cancer. Pumpkin seeds help with blood pressure, heart disease risk, bone formation, and blood sugar regulation because of their high magnesium content. Magnesium is required for more than 600 chemical reactions in the human body. Phytosterols are plant compounds that may help reduce blood cholesterol levels, and pumpkin seeds are a good source of these compounds. Increased consumption of pumpkin and sunflower seeds was associated with a reduced risk of breast cancer in one observational study involving more than 8,000 participants. Raw pumpkin seeds are nutritious, but they also taste great when dry roasted. They're a great addition to baked goods and look pretty on top of yogurt and granola, not to mention soups and salads. Pumpkin seeds provide 150 calories, 2 grams of fiber, 7 grams of protein, 6 grams of omega-6 fats, and 33% of the recommended dietary intake for phosphorus in a single ounce serving. 2. Flax seeds. As of late, flax seeds have gained popularity as a healthy dietary staple. Numerous health advantages have been identified through scientific studies. They have high levels of anti-inflammatory omega-3 fatty acids. This also means they are helpful for people with hypertension, also known as high blood pressure. Across 11 studies, those who consumed whole flax seeds on a consistent basis for more than 12 weeks saw the greatest reduction in blood pressure. Nutritionally, it has everything you could want: protein, carbs, fiber, iron, calcium, vitamins B1, B6, potassium, and phosphorus. This makes them excellent for lowering cholesterol and preserving heart health. Lignans, which are abundant in flax seeds, have been shown to inhibit the growth of prostate and breast cancer cells. 2 studies have found that flaxseed consumption is associated with a lower risk of developing cancer and lower levels of tumor growth markers in women with breast cancer. The lignans help prevent diabetes by increasing resistance to insulin and stabilizing blood sugar levels. Most nutritionists recommend ground flaxseed over whole flaxseed because the ground form is easier to digest. And because of this, it allows your body to absorb nutrients better. In the form of a beverage, you can combine it with water, cereal, shake, or smoothie. As a food, it can be added to homemade bakery items, yogurt, or salads. There are 150 calories, 8 grams of fiber, 5 grams of protein, and 6 grams of omega-3 fats in a single ounce of flax seed. 3. Sesame seeds. Sesame seeds have been used as medicine in Egypt for thousands of years. Tahini, a paste made from ground sesame seeds, is popular in both Eastern and Western cuisines. It's great for your hair, skin, and eyes because it contains a lot of complex B vitamins like thiamine, niacin, and folic acid. Calcium and zinc, both of which can be found in plentiful supply in sesame seeds, are essential for bone health. Sesame seeds are commonly included in the diets of the elderly because of their ability to reduce the risk of osteoporosis. Eating sesame seeds on a regular basis has been shown to reduce cholesterol and triglyceride levels, two risk factors for cardiovascular disease. The lignin sesamin is abundant in sesame seeds, much like it is in flax seeds. One of the best dietary sources of lignins is sesame seeds. In one study, postmenopausal women who consumed 50 grams of sesame seed powder daily for 5 weeks saw improvements in their sex hormone status and blood cholesterol levels. Eating sesame seeds may help with arthritis and other conditions that oxidative stress and inflammation make worse. After consuming 40 grams of sesame seed powder daily for 2 months, people with knee osteoarthritis had significantly lower levels of inflammatory chemicals in their blood, according to a study. Sesame seeds add a subtle crunch and nutty flavor to a wide variety of dishes. Roasting sesame seeds at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for a few minutes, stirring them occasionally, will bring out their full flavor and maximize their nutritional value. Add these seeds to your smoothies, salads, stir-fries, crackers, or hummus. About 160 calories, 3 grams of fiber, 5 grams of protein, 6 grams of omega-6 fats, and 57% of the recommended dietary intake for copper can be found in a single ounce of sesame seeds. 4. Chia seeds. The chia seed is the most well-liked of all the seeds. They originated in Central America, but have since spread worldwide. They have a lot of good nutrients like protein, fiber, calcium, magnesium, manganese, and phosphorus. There are also good amounts of zinc, vitamin B3, potassium, and vitamin B1 in these foods. Because of this, they are some of the healthiest foods you can eat. They contain a high concentration of antioxidants, making one's skin and hair appear younger and healthier. They even prevent cancer in some people. Chia seeds are one of the few high-quality sources of omega-3 fatty acids, which have been shown to reduce the risk of heart disease, help with depression, and even improve sleep quality. The fiber in it aids in weight loss by keeping you full for longer. It also helps maintain a healthy digestive system. Interestingly, several studies have found that eating chia seeds can raise the amount of alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA, in the blood. ALA is a very important omega-3 fatty acid that can help reduce inflammation. In a study of 20 people with type 2 diabetes, eating 37 grams of chia seeds every day for 12 weeks lowered blood pressure and levels of C-reactive protein and other chemicals that cause inflammation. Chia seeds, whether whole or ground, are a versatile addition to many different foods, including smoothies, juices, yogurt, and oatmeal. To fully appreciate its nutritional value, you could try sprinkling it over a salad. Chia seeds provide about 30% of the daily recommended intake of magnesium in just 1 ounce. They also have about 130 calories, 11 grams of fiber, and 4 grams of protein. 5. Hemp seeds. Plants that produce hemp seeds are known as hemp because they contain about 35% essential fatty acids and 33% plant protein. They are regarded as a superfood. In addition to dietary fiber, they contain all 9 essential amino acids. If you're a vegetarian or vegan, hemp seeds are a great food option. When it comes to plant-based protein, hemp seeds are one of the rare options because they provide all 9 of the essential amino acids that the human body can't produce on its own. Hemp seeds have been shown to have a higher quality of protein than many other plant foods. Arginine is one of the 9 amino acids. It is a very important part of how the body makes nitric oxide, which makes the blood vessels widen and relax, which lowers blood pressure. This makes you less likely to get heart disease. They contain a lot of both soluble and insoluble fiber. Soluble fiber can give your stools more bulk, which helps your digestion stay in good shape. The combination of soluble and insoluble fiber helps good bacteria grow in your gut. Hemp seeds are commonly used in cosmetics due to their high fat content, specifically their alpha-linolenic acid and linoleic acid content, which can penetrate through the skin's outer layers to stimulate cell growth. A diet that includes these seeds can help dry, damaged skin. Smoothies, salads, and homemade hemp milk are all tasty ways to incorporate hemp seeds into your diet. About 150 calories, 1 gram of fiber, 9 grams of high-quality protein, and 21% of the recommended dietary intake for zinc can be found in a single ounce of hemp seeds. 6. Sunflower seeds. Sunflower seeds have long been a favorite of birds and other wildlife, and now fitness enthusiasts are beginning to appreciate them as well. They have the potential to reduce mental stress and improve emotional states. Sunflower seeds have this quality because they contain a lot of the amino acid tryptophan. Consuming foods rich in tryptophan increases serotonin levels in the brain. The neurotransmitter serotonin eases stress and anxiety. These seeds are high in choline, which is essential for both memory and vision. It's rich in betaine, which helps keep your heart healthy. Lignans maintain healthy levels of cholesterol in the blood, which protects against heart attacks and plaque buildup. People over the age of 50 who eat sunflower seeds may have less inflammation, which makes them less likely to get heart disease. In particular, the levels of C-reactive protein, a key chemical involved in inflammation, were found to be lower in people who consumed sunflower seeds more than 5 times per week. It's great on salads and cereal, and it can also be baked into muffins, cookies, bread, and homemade granola. About 160 calories, 2 grams of fiber, 6 grams of protein, 47% of the recommended dietary intake for vitamin E, and 7 grams of omega-6 fats can be found in a single ounce of sunflower seeds. 7. Quinoa. Another trendy superfood is quinoa. There is a lot of protein in these seeds. You can get as much as 8 grams of protein from just 1 cup of quinoa. Quinoa is known as a complete protein. This is because it contains all 9 of the essential amino acids that your body can't make on its own. Quinoa contains the antioxidant quercetin, which has anti-inflammatory and blood pressure lowering properties. Instead of traditional grains like rice or pasta, quinoa can be used in grain-based dishes. Quinoa can be used to bake nutritious, gluten-free bread. Breakfast quinoa can be a healthy alternative to traditional grains like oatmeal. Fiber-wise, quinoa surpasses many other common grains, including brown rice. Fiber-rich foods, such as quinoa, are beneficial to digestive health because they encourage regular bowel movements and provide fuel for the good bacteria already present in the gut. Quinoa is a healthy option for those who want to or need to eliminate gluten from their diet because it is naturally gluten-free. Metabolic health is another area where quinoa can help. In one study, 40 mature adults in the year 2020 consumed 15 grams of quinoa flour biscuits on a daily basis for a total of 28 days. LDL cholesterol, total cholesterol, and body weight were reduced more in the quinoa biscuit group compared to the wheat group by the end of the study. About 200 calories, 8 grams of protein, 5 grams of fiber, vitamin B6, copper, and 19% of the daily recommended intake of folate can be found in 1 cup of quinoa. 8. Poppy seeds. The infamous opium poppy is also the source of the oil seed known as poppy seed. But let us be clear, these seeds do not have any intoxicating qualities. Truth be told, they're chock full of healthy nutrients. Poppy seeds' iron content can boost both hemoglobin and circulation. Increased brain oxygen and iron levels have been linked to better cognitive function and a reduced risk of conditions like Alzheimer's disease and dementia. The high magnesium content may also aid in restful sleep. It's a mineral proven to promote restful, rejuvenating, and restorative sleep. You'll have better sleep and fewer problems with your metabolism thanks to poppy seeds. These seeds' high copper and iron content makes them useful in treating anemia, fatigue, and weakness in the muscles. New red blood cells are also created from these minerals. It can be baked with bagels, breads, buns, or rolls. It can also be used in cakes, muffins, salad dressing, and granola. Although there are no definitive studies, preliminary evidence suggests that the high fiber content of poppy seeds may improve gut health and decrease constipation. Additionally, it might protect you from getting sick. You may be able to prevent cell damage and even some diseases thanks to the antioxidants found in these seeds. You can get about 46 calories, 2 grams of protein, manganese, copper, calcium, zinc, phosphorus, and iron from just 1 tablespoon of poppy seeds. 9. Pomegranate seeds. When you cut open a pomegranate, you'll find tiny red jewels that are actually incredibly beneficial to your health. Consuming pomegranate seeds has been shown to significantly lessen the severity of arthritis and joint inflammation. These seeds contain a high concentration of the antioxidant flavonols, which have anti-inflammatory properties and thus alleviate arthritis and joint pain. Eating pomegranate seeds can slow the growth of breast cancer cells. The omega-5 long-chain polyunsaturated fatty acid, punic acid, found in them has been shown to reduce the growth of breast cancer. There are hundreds of bioactive compounds in pomegranates, all of which work together to encourage the growth of beneficial bacteria in the gut. Because of this, they are even more effective at warding off bacterial infections. Fresh pomegranate seeds are delicious in salads, yogurt, oatmeal, desserts, and just about anything else you can think of. Half a cup of pomegranate seeds contains around 9 milligrams of vitamin C, 205 milligrams of potassium, and 11 milligrams of magnesium. 10. Pine nuts. The small, sugary, teardrop-shaped nut has a high price tag because of the effort and time needed to gather it. Pine trees can take up to 25 years to begin producing edible pine nuts, and even longer to reach their peak production. After the first shell is removed from pine nuts, the seeds can be extracted and the nuts are ready to eat. Pine nuts are an excellent source of amino acids. In addition to the vitamins and minerals already mentioned, they also contain thiamine, vitamin E, copper, and iron. Pine nuts have protein, fiber, and good fats, all of which work together to keep you full for longer. Nuts are high in calories, but they have the opposite effect of making you fat and actually make you feel fuller for longer. It's possible that snacking on nuts instead of more processed foods would have a satiating effect. The monounsaturated fats in pine nuts have been shown to lower blood cholesterol levels. The risk of cardiovascular disease and cerebrovascular disease is reduced. They are a good addition to salads, muffins, and yogurt. Now that we have learned about the best super seeds to eat, let's discuss another topic that may be of interest. Did you know certain drinks can greatly benefit your health? Wondering what they are? Watch. Drink clove tea every day, see what happens to your body. Or watch. The longest living people drink this every day. Go ahead, watch one, or even better, watch both. What is your favorite seed from this list? Let us know in the comments below.